What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here. Welcome to Afternoon's Delight. Boy, this gonna be a different type of video. This gonna be a rant. I'm not reviewing none. I'm not recapping. No, I'm not doing none of that in this video. No. I see the way things are going. I'm very concerned, and I'm not digging it. Look, I'll give the writers a lot of credit. This has been a very good storyline with Sheila. It's hard to make a bad storyline with Sheila, to be honest, because Sheila's just that great of a fucking character. But the direction that this is headed in, it's not good. And I came off very angry about today's episode. And I said, man, we're just gonna go in this direction with this video, man. But first, y'all know the deal. Get this video a like, y'all. Definitely hit that like button for me. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. Any comments I got, definitely put them below. Even if you want to donate to the channel, hit the thanks button below as well. Let's jump right back into this. Like I said, this gonna be a rant. And it's based off of what I knew from a couple of days ago. For those of you guys that watched my video a couple of days ago, y'all know when I said we're going to find out a lot of stuff about where this is headed in the next 2 days. And I mean yesterday's episode today. We found out a lot yesterday, and we found out even more the next episode right after that. And it's not good. It's not good on any account. It's not good at all. I'm absolutely actually disgusted as I'm making this video right now. Absolutely disgusted. What I'm disgusted about, you might wonder? The direction that they're going with Finn's character, which is basically nothing. This shooting that took place has lost its purpose now. Because the main thing that I wanted to get out of the shooting was that I wanted some kind of big, enormous change with at least one of the characters. An enormous change. That means they were not the same as they were before. And we got that with Finn's character not being the same. I mean, being the same as he was before. If anybody needed to upgrade it, it was the most boring character on the entire show. And that is Finn. Finn is the most boring, the most dry character on The Bold and the Beautiful. Right now, he is the driest character out of everybody. This dude cannot entertain. And I am so pissed because they wasted an opportunity to make a character that needed a change, who had the excuse to change. He's Sheila's son, for God's sakes. He's got to take after him. She's got to take after her some way. And then on top of that, he was in a coma, so he had a built-in excuse to use the whole Jason Morgan thing. Let's talk about Jason Morgan for a sec. Okay, some of y'all that watch my video also watch General Hospital, or you have watched General Hospital in the past 20, 30 years. Right? So you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, let me go over it. Jason Morgan was in a coma. He came out of that coma. Well, his name was Jason Quartermain. He was a Quartermain. Y'all know that's that's like the Forresters and Logans on this show. And the major families on General Hospital. His name was Jason Quartermain. He changed from a boring and dry character, which was Jason Quartermain, to a exciting stone blood killer. He turned into Sonny Corinthos' hitman and a hitman. The main one on the team for him. Then he became his best friend. He was different. And I could tell the guy who played him, Steve Burton, loved playing that character. There had to be an excitement level for him playing that character, being able to, from time to time, kill. Now, Jason Morgan didn't say much. He was a quiet guy. Didn't say much, but his character was one of the coolest that I've ever seen on a soap. The guy wore a leather jacket, jeans, the same leather jacket and jeans for like 25, 30 years. The guy wore the same outfit the last 2 or 3 decades, bro. That signature black t-shirt underneath the leather jacket. And the same blue jeans with black boots. The guy was the definition of cool. Right? He was cool. Sort of relatable, not on the killer level, but because he was a quiet guy. Didn't want to be bothered. Got the chicks. You know what I'm saying? Solved problems. And he was actually a good guy. But a bad guy at the same time because he was a killer. But that's what made him cool. That's one of the reasons why we love Sheila and Quinn. Because they're cool. They're crazy. They're nuts. They're entertaining, but they also have characters where they have feelings, though. Now, Sheila didn't used to always have feelings, but over the years, she developed them. But yeah. So, GH at that time, back in the 90s, took a character that was very boring, very bland. Raised his game to becoming one of the cooler characters in soap history. Probably the coolest characters since I've seen from maybe Bo and Steve on Days of Our Lives, man. For real. Finn had a chance to be the next Jason Morgan. They had a chance to take a very boring character and make him one of the most exciting characters on the show. They did that just recently with Thomas. Since Matthew Atkinson portrayed the character, Thomas has gone from super boring to all of a sudden we care about him. He's a very interesting character. Even as a good guy right now, he's interesting to me. He's the only Forrester that I like. Because other Forresters are annoying as hell, except for Zende. Yeah, maybe Eric. I like Eric a little bit. I like Eric. But, the thing is, it's like, dude. Bro. They had a chance to change his character. He does not belong with Steffy at all. He has no chemistry with her. None whatsoever. No chemistry at all. He's bland with her. I think he's even taking her character down. Because there was never a time before where I really hated Steffy as much as I do now. Steffy has become more of a brat under this character. And let me tell you something, man. Not only do they not have chemistry, but Finn actually had chemistry with Paris. And this is why, you know what? This is why I started this new series. I haven't released the first video yet. I'm going to work on it. I haven't had time to work on it yet. Hopefully over the weekend. It's already recorded. I'm doing it where I'm introduced to the character at the time. I'm talking about one character who they're going to mate with. That's how I'm doing it. And so the first character, I'm not going to tell you guys just yet. I want you guys to be surprised every time I do this. But hopefully I have time over the weekend to edit it. I already recorded it, so that's not a problem. I just have to find time to edit it. I'm working on a second channel right now as well. So I haven't had time. But his chemistry with Paris, and we only saw them in a couple of scenes together. But the chemistry was there, and it was never there between him and Steffy. Never there. Not the way I seen, just the conversations between Finn and Paris. For the first time outside of when he was punching Vinny, I said, this guy's pretty entertaining. I want to emphasize I don't hate Tanner at all. Like, I think Tanner could actually be really good. He needs a more exciting character to play with, though. His character is bland. There's nothing he can do about that. So I'm not blaming him at all. It's not his fault. It's the damn writers for making such a bland character and bringing such a bland character to the show. I don't see a purpose of Finn being alive as well, other than the Sheila part. Like, that's it, and that he hates his father. There's no reason for him to be alive. I don't care about Steffy. Fuck Steffy. I don't see a purpose in the character. You might as well just have left him dead. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The only reason why I got hyped for Finn being alive was that I thought they were truly going to take this time to change his character. Because they needed to do it. I was like, man. Because look, on B&B, people just get crazy out of nowhere. Look at Justin last year. Justin was a normal guy 1 second. And then he's this crazy dude that's locking up Thomas. And it was exciting. We could have saw this for Finn. He could have took out the Sheila. Instead, how do you have two characters who were shot and not one of them, the one that's in a coma, not have amnesia? I know soaps don't use logic. That's rule number 1. Shouldn't even be complaining about that. But still, come on, man. You couldn't have made one of them? Especially, look, it took Steffy, who wasn't shot as badly as Finn was, longer to regain her memory back. That's insane. Finn gets his memory back like instantly coming out of the coma. Like, what? They had a chance, you know, to kind of maybe even have Sheila brainwash him and everything, like, and just turn Finn into the male version of Sheila. That would have been exciting as hell. Give the show some spice. Instead, they gave us back one of the most boring characters I can remember in B&B history. He's not the most boring, but he's one of the most boring. For anybody that says Hope is boring, hell no, she ain't as boring as this dude. Hope has some exciting moments. Don't get me wrong. Like, Hope has some exciting moments. She has some exciting moments. And she's a female anyway, so it's a little bit different when you're talking about characters that are really good. You know, usually on the soap, you need some kind of edge to the character. Like, even with Carter, the good guys that actually work out good on the show, like a Carter struggles, right? He has this struggle, but we like him. He's not bland. He's not boring. He has plenty of personality, right? He's not boring and bland. I don't think there's too much wrong with Finn's character. I think it's the fact that he's with Steffy that brings him down. Because if he was with Paris, it'd be a whole different feeling about this dude right now. Whole different feeling. I'm just so disappointed that they didn't take advantage of this opportunity to change his character. He might as well be dead. Like I said, I don't see a point in the shooting. I don't see a point in what they've done. Like, what's the point? Everything's going back to normal. I'm going to have this boring. If you want to, look, guess how boring Steffy and Finn are. The fact that when we see Eric and Donna have spicy scenes when they're together. Eric and Donna, for Christ's sake, will have spicier scenes, bro. Like, I gotta admit, Eric and Donna had some spicy scenes. I was feeling them. You know, I don't even need to talk about Quentin Carter because they're in a whole nother league with their spiciness. I don't even need to talk about them. That's the example of being really spicy. But these two are boring. It's because they forced them to be together. There was no natural chemistry. And sometimes the show they write off things that need to be included. And one of those is Finn, when he was with Paris, was working. The chemistry was there. The fire was there. For the first time, I felt like with Diamond White, her character was sexy when she was with Finn. in those conversations. Never felt it with Zende, never felt it with Carter. But she had something that was so natural with Finn. And they wrote it off. Let me talk about Steffy fans real quick. I hate Steffy fans, right? I hate Steffy fans because Steffy fans always complain about, oh, the Logans always win. The Logans always win. Like, look, I'm not a Logan fan either. I don't like the Forces or the Logans. Straight up and down, I don't like either family. I like certain individuals. Like in the Logans, my main problem with the Logans is Brooke. It's really not anybody else. Like, I like Donna. Love Katie. Bridget I love. And Hope is so sometimes. Like, sometimes Hope is annoying, but like, I like Hope. You know, she doesn't bother me. She actually used to bother me a little bit back in the day. Because of her rivalry with Steffy. I used to be a huge Steffy fan. But since Sheila came back, it's like, I don't know, really ever since the motorcycle accident, like, I just have not been into her character. Like, a couple of years ago, she got a motorcycle, but they've raised even more when Sheila came back. And so, Steffy fans, they always like to point, oh, the Foresters never get a W, the Logans always win. No, that's bull. Because the Foresters are about to pick up 2 W's off of Sheila coming up. When these two reunite, Finn and Steffy, in a couple of weeks, or towards the end of the month, these two right here, that is a win for the Foresters. Sheila is going to lose 2 times to the Foresters in just 2 months. She lost to them in May already by going to jail. Now she's going to lose here because she's going to lose her son. Her son is no longer going to like her. He's already said it. He called her a crazy woman in this episode. That told me right there how he feels about Sheila now. He sees everything that that the rest of the Foresters saw, or everybody else in town rather. And it's sad because that's his mother, his birth mother, and he was forming a real connection with her. They built that up really well, I felt like. And they wrote it off. And now they're about to get a huge victory, and then Steffy fans want to act like, I better not ever hear a Steffy fan say something. Oh, the Logans always win. They always win. They always get their way. They always get their way. Get out of here, man. And let me say something about this too, because I want to make sure I cover all the bases here before I end this video. I think I gotta talk about at least 2 more things before I wrap this video up. Another thing I want to talk about with this Steffy fan thing is that Steffy fans don't really care about Finn. Let me put it out there right now. They don't really care about Finn. What they care about, some of them, what they care about is that she's not with Liam. There's a sector of Steffy fans that do not like Liam and Steffy together. A lot of it has to do with because the way Liam has portrayed Steffy, he keeps going back to Hope. He's a waffler. So they don't care about him. Because I know this is how Taylor fans used to feel about Ridge when he used to go back and forth between Brooke. It's the same thing with Steffy. They don't care about Finn. Finn, there's nothing that this dude does to excite him. They just care that she's not with Liam. That's the cold hard truth. But then you also have Steffy fans, and I kind of respect these sector of Steffy fans more. There's a sector of Steffy fans that actually like Steffy with Liam and don't like Finn. I like those Steffy fans because I think that they got it right as far as because Steffy should be with Liam. She should be with Liam, not no damn Finn. But as a unit, they're all annoying. They're very annoying. I've been in fights with them since last year, on social media. But it's very annoying, right? It's very, 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 very annoying. Very annoying. And let me also say, so that's the truth. They don't like Finn. It's not that they don't like Finn, but they just don't care about Finn. He's a boring, bland character. Had he gone to Paris, it would have been the right move. Obviously, they hate him anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered if he cheated on Steffy with Paris. I think they should still revisit that. If there's a B&B producer or writer that's listening to this, by the way, please split up Steffy and Finn. It's not working. Split them two up. Put Finn with Paris. Because that's the natural match. And then put Steffy back with Liam. That's how it should be. That way Hope can get her own man. Because she needs her own man. Give her a new man already, man. Damn. Wow. Sheila has such a fun and exciting character, man. Kimberly Brown she's nailing it with this character, killing it with this character, because Kimberlin is having fun playing this character. Look, I'm mad because I know she's gonna have to take a hard L coming up. Gonna have to take a hard L. At least give us some misery moments the next 2 weeks, man. At least give us some misery moments. Cause this is definitely looking like a misery scene. At least give us that. But if not, give us something on the back end. Make this shooting count, man. Because what I don't like is that we wasted our time with this shooting. It don't make any sense for either one of them that had got shot and then take this long to get them back together when there was no change made. This was a complete waste of time. We spent 4 months and nothing's happening. What was the point of this shooting? Man, I tell you, man. I might be doing part 2 of a rant tomorrow, so I'm gonna just go and wrap because this thing is going over 20 minutes. So, in the comment section, what do y'all think of Finn? What do y'all think of this whole situation? How do you feel about Sheila taking another L? Because I know a lot of y'all don't like Sheila taking this L. I know y'all don't. I talked to y'all the past 2 or 3 months. And this is the resolution we get out of it. And then the other thing is, let's say Leah's alive. If she's forgiven for what she done to Finn, I'm going to really blow it. I'm going to really blow a casket over that. Because there's no way that Lee should be forgiven for what she did. And I got a feeling that's coming too if her character stays alive. At least right now, what I want to see, if you went in this direction with Sheila where she can't be redeemed, at least then throw it all out on the table where she's a crazy mess. At least let us see that for the next 2 years. Because if you can't, you didn't want to do that, the Redeemer, then go on ahead and let her just kill whoever. That's it for me, y'all. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Thank you for watching Afternoons Delight.